lovely people, welcome, one and all, to today's lesson in how to talk like the Queen of England. Side note, Queen Elizabeth II is actually Queen of the United Kingdom and the Commonwealth. That's over 16 countries, and no, she doesn't own them all anymore because, yes, we worked out that owning other people is a bad thing. It just took us some time because apparently we're slow. But now we're really, really sorry about it. Except for Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland, who we're never letting go. Probably. Maybe. We'll see. Again, so sorry. Not you, Cornwall. You're English. Get over it. Subscribe for more red, white and blue fun. Ah, wait, that actually describes a lot of different flags. Today I'm going to give you my top tips for speaking like a royal, just in time for the new series The Crown to come out on Netflix. And for you to irritate everyone around you. Is it weird to be getting voice lessons from a deaf girl? Maybe. Watch my Why I Have a British Accent video for more on that. But basically, I put a lot of work into this voice and I should use it for something. Also, lip reading is fun and that's how I work out what people sound like. So I thought I should just share some of my learning. Tip number 7. Avoid modern conventions, by which I mean Americanisms. The Queen does not use the word like as punctuation, and don't drop your T's or your H's, and do avoid slang. Obviously. Tip number 6. Slow down and pronounce everything. The Queen has an incredibly languid way of speaking because, well, she's the Queen and no one is going to tell her to hurry up, and this means that she pronounces almost every bit of a word. For example, in my normal voice, I'll probably say particularly, but in my Queen voice, I would really take my time and hit all of those vowels with particularly, it's longer. Equally, February, Why, I hear you ask? She's the Queen, and you can wait for her to get to the end of her sentence in her own darn time. Tip number 5. Purse your lips, open your throat and drop your jaw. But try to look attractive, I guess. According to my mother, in finishing schools they used to make girls talk with the stone of a plum held between their teeth. And that is how they learned to make very rounded sounds. And why we call that accent plummy. Broaden your sounds and imagine that plum stone. Tip number 4. Strange vowels. Long vowels are particularly important when mimicking the Queen's accent. Firstly, always use long vowels. Bath, grass, dance, and can't. And then just kind of mess everything up. Take your vowels and smush them together. For instance, the Queen makes the ah vowel that you would find in bat, man, action, and thanks with a closed jaw and a sort of a smile, like the you would find in met or men. So you take the and instead you have bet, men, action, and thanks. She also eats her O sound, so go and slow become go and slow. And she loves an ooh. The Queen makes her ooh sound very far back in the mouth, so a standard British speaker would have the tongue further towards the centre in words like to and new and soon and whom. So instead they become poo, new, soon, and whom. If you get stuck, kind of just keep saying is when you mean yes, and the rest kind of just falls into place. Is. Tip number 3. I, not E. If a word ends in a weak Y, British people will make a short, weak E sound, but the Queen will say I in a more open sound, so silly becomes silly. So when I say the word marry, my mouth finishes with a smile, marry. But when the Queen says it, she ends her mouth closed. Marry. Try it with the word finally. Finally. Although it is most noticeable in words that end in a Y, like carry and hurry. Tip number 2. Make space around your R's. British people tend to use an R at the end of a word to roll straight into the next word. For instance, mother and father would be said like mother and father, mother and father. The Queen leaves a gap as she pronounces every word properly, so the A sort of stands alone. Mother and father, mother and father. However, funny things happen to R's in words like inspire and power, as the R is again eaten to become inspire and power. But R could also be very powerful, such as very and merry becoming very and merry. And finally, top tip number 1, make your words dance. A distinctive feature of the Queen's speech is her intonation pattern. It's high falling, but it doesn't quite hit the bottom tone, and instead just glides down rather slowly. The rain in Spain falls mainly on the plain. Or, my grandfather's absolute favourite, there was a young gourmet from Crediton who took pâté de foie gras and spread it on. A chocolate biscuit, he murmured, I'll risk it. And his grave bears the day that he said it on. In conclusion, it is mainly her vowel sounds that are different from the standard Great British accent, but one must also focus on one's intonation and delivery. Now, let's pronounce some words together in the Queen's accent. Say it with me as you see it on the screen. Married, Worcester, Maine, agriculture, grandmother, nanny, chapel, Hampshire, jam, exactly, grand, adequate, Potter, 30, only, nursery, baby, invariably, lovely. Yeah. Fun fact for the end of the video. The Queen's English is not considered an accent. It's actually just a slower speech pattern distinguished by elongated vowel sounds. And give yourself a gold star if you get this joke. Warning, it's niche. What is the definition of a crash? It's a collision between two motor vehicles in Kensington. Never mind. Thank you so much for watching. Do let me know in the comments what other British-based videos you'd like me to make next. Are there any burning questions you have about the English that you're just dying to know? Are you also confused about the difference between the United Kingdom and Great Britain? Because don't worry, most of us are. I really enjoyed making this video, so looking forward to having more fun making similar ones. See you in my next video.